Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. I hope everyone's doing well. So as the title of this video suggests, obviously tomorrow is 1st of December 2020, for anyone who might be watching this video in the future as well. Anyway, I thought I'd make a video about talking about some of the things I hope to achieve in December, all being well. I was actually going to do this video just talk about some of my general thoughts, but then I thought I'd do it in list form, as it would be a bit easier for me to cover some of the thoughts I've been. It'll be easier for me to organise. But anyway, so this is going to be another one of my list form videos. But in December, I might try and do different videos if I can. But anyway, hope you enjoy this video, and please like the video and share it if you'll be so kind, and leave any comments, any suggestions or ideas, or whatever you think about my points, or whatever you want to write. Leave hate mail if you must, but preferably something more positive. Anyway, here goes. Here's some of the things I hope to achieve or do or work towards or whatever in December. So number one, normally when it comes to a new month, I like to think about I like to do things like change my bedding and shave and cut my nails and clean my ears and things like that, just to symbolically sort of get me ready for a new month, like a new start, fresh start. Leave any negatives that might have happened in the month that's just gone, leave them out of the way. So either on the first or the day before, I normally like to do those sorts of things. So I like to start a new month fresh, and I think about what I'm going to work towards. So I hope I'll be able to work towards my goals. Things like it might not start as well as I want, but hopefully I'll sort of go with the flow and improve as I go along. So hopefully it'll start off as well as possible. But if it doesn't, hopefully I'll accept that the first day or two might not be that great, or feel that I made that much of a change. But then hopefully over time I'll make some positive changes as I go along. Number two, I hope to think about what I might have learned, if anything, in November or in the past generally, and what I'd like to learn in the future, and that sort of thing. Number three, in December, I hope to focus mainly, if I can, on things like on the usual projects I normally try to work towards if I can, or as I say, at least try to work towards. So, but in this December, I'm hoping to focus as much as possible on helping African technology as much as possible with my ideas. I don't know if it helps that much, but I do try and help them with their things like sharing YouTube videos of African tech. So hopefully they'll use some of the money from those YouTube videos to invest in future African tech investment and development, as well as supporting Africa and the other groups I've talked about before, like Asia and places like that, in terms of business and things like that generally, and also Indigenous people from Australasia, like Aborigines and Maoris and people like that, Tories and Strait Islanders, or however you pronounce it, or whatever other Indigenous groups there are in Australasia. Help them in STEM and business and all that kind of thing. So try and encourage people to mentor for them, and help them in the future to empower them, and that sort of thing. Number four, I hope to work with pacifists or conscientious objection groups, and talk about how to make the world a more peaceful place, and discourage criminality or violence or things like that, and just generally talk about how to encourage people to be more peaceful. And recently I was thinking things like coronavirus or things like that should really bring humanity together more, rather than actually, obviously not physically, because you're not supposed to be standing close to each other, but I mean in terms of not going to war with each other, not fighting each other, and instead looking how to cure illnesses or diseases. I'd probably be killed for saying this, but I think it'd be great if worldwide militaries or weapons trade, if we could tax them some money, or cut back on spending on militarism and weapons and wars and things like that, and somehow use that money to invest in cybersecurity, but also giving people food and shelter, and ensuring everyone has water and that sort of thing. And people say, if you took 10% of the US's military budget away, you could spend that money on, you could make sure everyone has clean water. So I think it'd be great if the US military cut back 10% of its money. It'd still be spending huge amounts anyway, but that money, that 10%, could be used on feeding, on giving everyone clean water, access to clean water, apparently. So just for 10% of what the military budget costs the US, you could ensure everyone has clean water and that sort of thing. And also like countries in like Greece and Turkey, which don't always get along, or China and Taiwan or places like that, when they have like earthquakes or typhoons or natural disasters, unfortunately, I think as sad as those things are, if they could be used to actually bring people together, so instead of like those groups that don't get along, like Greece and Turkey, like working together more closely on how to overcome some of those problems, and like when those natural disasters hit, or how to predict them, or how to keep people safe as much as possible. I think it'd be great if humanity worked together on those sorts of things. I'm quite an idealist, as you probably tell from my other videos. So, but yeah, so that's the sort of thing I love to work towards. Number 5, I hope to think about my goals with clarity, and also like a lot of time when I make YouTube videos, like you can probably tell I feel a bit nervous, or normally I'm a bit shy and reclusive, so I feel a bit nervous, but I'm trying to like enjoy my YouTube videos more, rather, because sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself to like try, and I perhaps feel a bit nervous because I don't want to put people off, or I want to get more views and things like that. So I think maybe like my nervous energy is not that great. So hopefully I'll learn to be more positive in my videos and like just enjoy them a bit more, because I think one of the reasons why I wanted to do YouTube, as I've talked before about, is because I want to make it into a career, but I also want to have it as a career that I enjoy, like rather than something that I don't really enjoy, in which case I might as well get a 9 to 5 if it's something that I don't really enjoy that much. So the idea of being free and flexible and enjoying myself and that sort of thing. So I hope to work on that. Number 6, I dream that like the Mediterranean teams, especially Italian teams, do better in like European football competitions and things like that. As I've talked before, I'm a big football fan, and especially love Italian teams, Mediterranean teams generally, but especially Italian ones. And I'd love to see them in the future like train together and practice together and work together to share ideas. I know they're going to be rivals to an extent, but it'd be great if they could learn from each other, and what Italian football can learn from Spanish football, because like they're both Mediterranean countries, they both have similar cultures and then near each other. I'd love to see like Eurasian nations, transcontinental countries, Mideast and Mediterranean, like cooperating together more. Maybe like football could be a way to bring those countries together somehow in the future, and like where they practice together. And I'd love to see like people from Eurasian, transcontinental, Mideastern especially, and even Mediterranean nations invest in Italian football and things like that. So I hope to see Italian teams do as well as possible generally. Number 7, I'd love to see Celtic improve as well. I know I've mentioned before, again, I'm a big fan of Celtic, but I'd love to see Celtic achieve a lot more. And unfortunately, we've been going through a bad patch at the moment, so hopefully things will get better. Unfortunately, like because the results, for those who follow football, you might have seen it. If not, you probably won't really know. But the results, unfortunately, have been really bad. So like there've been a lot of trouble, and I think it's a bit of a shame to see Celtic fans behaving that way, because I think that's normally what our rivals behave like. So I think it's the tides kind of turned a bit, but it would be great to see, like, I know the fans are angry and they want to get rid of the board, or they want to get rid of the manager, and I think it'd be great in a new month maybe just to say we need like a new manager, new coach, or even new coaching staff and management staff, and we need to have a change, and like the players who don't play for the shirt or play for the team, maybe they should be got rid of, and like people who actually want to be there being there. But yeah, maybe like a whole new start in December. Like, so hopefully Celtic will do a lot better, and I dream to see Celtic becoming the most successful club in Scotland. At the moment, it's going a bit pear-shaped, if you like. It's going a bit wrong, but I hope they'll get it together sooner or later. And I'd love to see Italy and Italians and Celtic fans like practicing together, especially at youth level, as I've talked about before, and hopefully helping each other. Like, I'd love to see Italian teams be the most successful at club team level, and the national team be the most successful and the best footballing nation. And I'd love to see Celtic becoming the most successful team in Scotland and winning the most trophies overall. That would be great to see. Number 8, I hope to promote peace, love, tolerance, people working together, and like love, not hate, and that sort of thing, as I've often talked about, like positivity and all that kind of thing as much as possible. I know some things are negative. Hopefully I can take the rough with the smooth and understand things don't always work perfectly in life, and I know people are going to hate anyway, but hopefully I'll encourage at least people to love and be positive and make the world a better place, God's speed. So I hope to be a positive again and enjoy my YouTube videos as well and that sort of thing. Great positive vibes. Number 9, I hope to do at least an hour's writing a day on paper, all being well. I've been planning that for a while. I haven't really managed to focus on doing that at the moment, but I hope to push myself to spend at least an hour a day writing, like to create that as a habit, not just on my laptop or on the PCs or whatever at the library, but also on on paper, like get my thoughts on paper, and also like maybe improve my punctuation and things like that, improve my writing generally, all being well. I'll do my best. I know old habits die hard. I actually was thinking of making videos about like some of my mental health problems, which I've been trying to get around to, like making videos on. Obviously, it's a difficult subject to talk about, and also like my hoarding habits, and also, well, that's part of it, and also like my embarrassing. I thought of like a title for a video, like my embarrassing punctuation or writing style and that sort of thing. But yeah, I hope to get around to things like that and improve as I go along as well. And number 10, again, hopefully I'll keep improving YouTube videos and support young people around the world, like support young people from Africa and Asia and those places I've talked about, like Latin America, indigenous communities in America and the Americas and Australasia, like supporting young entrepreneurs and all that sort of thing, and young Italian footballers and Celtic players, so in the future they can help the teams when it comes to Italy or Italian teams. Anyway, sorry if I was waffling. I'm waffling, so I'll try and end this video because it's going to be a bit too long. Oh, it's already a bit too long. But anyway, thanks for making it this far if you have done so and putting up with me. And please share the video. I really appreciate it. And peace and love. I'm out.